welcome back. Today is a full body energizing sequence, 5 minutes to get you fit and healthy and ready for whatever life throws at you. Let's get started. All right, we're gonna start with 2 different exercises that are very similar and require us to have some weights overhead. Feel free, you can omit that and just work with the lower body and the core integration. Let's get started. I'm gonna be using a 10-pound weight for this one, and then I'm gonna jump up to a 20-pound weight. So you use what's appropriate for you. I'm gonna start my timer. Weights at the shoulders, shoulders down and back, front ribs engaged, feet are parallel, and let's get started. So I'm gonna press up opposite leg and opposite arm, standing nice and tall, trying to keep the elbows scraping the blackboard in front of me as I press up and lift. So every time I lift my leg, I'm squeezing the base glute and I'm engaging those core muscles to help me lift the leg. Every time I'm pressing overhead, I'm keeping my body nice and tall and I'm not toppling the torso. That means leaning back to try to get the weight overhead. I want you to use your core to support the roof of your house, which is your shoulder girdle. We got 10 seconds. Nice and consistent. Squeeze that base glute. We want it to fire extra hard. Nice job. All right, we're gonna switch. I'm gonna go to a heavier weight. This is gonna be a constant overhead hold. So you're not gonna be lifting and lowering the weights, but I want you to use a weight that you feel safe and comfortable with. Here we go. Weights overhead, and now we're just gonna march. So as I'm marching, I'm keeping those front ribs down, and I'm trying to minimize how much my body is swaying. So that's something a lot of people miss with this. They just get really obsessed with a heavy weight and a high knee, and I want you to try to control it. Don't just let the large muscle groups kick in and do everything. I want you to use those smaller muscle groups as well and really focus on control, which is not always something that we like to do. Squeeze the glutes, belly is strong, keep pressing through the arms. You can do this, it's 45 seconds. Even if you have to slow down the marching, I want you to do that. All right, weights down. Oh yeah. All right, drop those weights. And I'm gonna switch over to a 15-pound. And I just have a variety of weights, so you use what you have, which is totally fine. Feet are gonna come open to a modest straddle, down and up, back to center, down and up, back to center. So I'm reaching down and pressing overhead. So notice how I'm keeping my legs straight. I'm not bending them. It's a little bit of a hamstring stretch. And as I press overhead, I'm turning the palm in towards my head. Keep with me. Nice hinge, glute squeeze, stay strong. You got this. Keep breathing. Nice work. All right, next exercise is a squat crisscross. Feet are hips distance, one weight in the hands. And when you're ready, we're gonna come down and then twist. Down and then twist. Down and then twist. You want your feet a little bit wider, squat in the middle of the legs and twist. What I want you to avoid is that momentum where you're just up and you're quick twisting and almost falling over. Think about if I would say freeze, you'd be able to hold that movement. Keep squeezing the glutes on the way up so you don't strain your back. And just stay calm, smile. 10 counts. Last one. Nice work. All right, next one is hang cleans. I'm gonna stay with 20s, but obviously you use a weight that's appropriate for you. We're gonna step the feet wide. Weights in front. So we're gonna come down into a squat and then hang clean. Down to a squat and hang clean. So we're not using kettlebells here. So it's more like a hammer curl, but definitely still a good challenge. Squeeze. Try not when you lift to let that booty push back too much, because that's where you're getting that glute load I don't want you to miss out on it. So a little bit more slow and controlled than what you would do with a kettlebell, but definitely similar movement. 5 counts, last one. You did it. Great job. I hope you loved this workout as much as I did. Make sure you like and subscribe and keep watching for more great workouts just like this. Great job.